So let's chit chat before I pick my babies up from school. The clearer you are about who you are, the easier it is to know where to put your energy. So I was just reflecting, and I had an eventful weekend where I had the opportunity to do a speech, and I met a lot of great people. My videographer, Keenan, and my sister, Marquetta, had a conversation with me about just really focusing on the small things, like putting out videos on my social media. And this isn't the first time I've heard it. I've heard it quite a few times. But I had to step back and ask myself, like, yeah, where am I putting my energy? Like, I need to refocus on who I am. And because I am recovering from illness, I'm recovering from a breakup, from a really long relationship, I'm recovering from just adjusting to being a mom, like who's really engaged with her kids. Because for a while I was checked out when I was ill. But I'm like learning all these new things about myself. And I started a business with the idea of helping other people through their adversity and their trauma. But I never really sat down and thought about, well, what is it that I want to focus on when it comes to my craft? So that's something that I'm really honing in on now. And I'm trying to narrow everything down. Because at first, I was life coaching. I was helping people with their businesses. I was helping people with parenting. I was helping people with just daily stuff. But I really would like to focus on illness. And speaking to one of my good friends who's a businesswoman, we've had the conversation. She said, you've got to narrow it down. And I did. I decided to narrow it down to focusing on illness and recovery. So when you know your values, when you know your purpose, there is less opportunity for distractions. And I've had a lot of those lately. A lot of distractions, a lot of wanting to help everyone and not really being able to hone in on my craft or focus on what sells better for the business piece. And those are just some things. It's so much more, but those are just to name a few. I also had to notice what's draining me and what's giving me energy, because I have those moments where I feel so drained. Aside from physical illness or health, I feel so drained mentally, emotionally, because I feel like I'm trying to pour into everyone and everything, and it can become draining sometimes. Some of the things give me energy, so I had to start to take a look at what is it that's giving me the most energy. What's giving me more energy to invest in my business? What's giving me more energy to, complete the daily task of my business? So I also had to do that. I also had to set boundaries, which is something I'm still working on, because, like I said, I want to help everyone. But saying no is not selfish. It's about knowing your purpose, and it's about knowing your goals and where you want to be driven to your results. So these are some things that we need to know when we're trying to refocus ourselves and we're trying to make sure that we have growth in what we're doing. And I just wanted to share that with you all before I pick up my babies from school. So the clearer you are about who you are, the easier it is to know where to put your energy. Have a good day.